The tennis continues at the Shanghai Masters, where Novak Djokovic sparked even more concern during his fourth-round win over Jamunar. The Serb collapsed to the ground after losing a brutal second set, and for the second match in a row, he threw up on the court. But he battled back to seal a 6-3-5 to 7-6-2 victory and then made a hasty exit, refusing to give an interview. Djokovic has since sparked concern over the very challenging conditions. The 24-time major winner isn't the only one feeling the heat, as Holger Rune has demanded action after reaching the quarterfinals. The world number 11 wants the ADP to implement a heat rule and argued, "We need to survive." It's been just as hot and humid in Wuhan at this week's WTA 1000 event, and Britain's Emma Raducanu was forced to retire from her first-round match, citing dizziness. Meanwhile, Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff have progressed to the last 16 as Sabalenka survived a scare in her first match since she won the U.S. Open more than a month ago. Meanwhile, world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz, who pulled out of the Shanghai Masters, has swapped tennis for golf this week, teaming up with Jon Rahm in the Pro-Am at the Open d'Espagne. Players were forced to wait to take to the court at the Wuhan Open after extreme weather conditions delayed the start of play. The event's organizers had originally postponed the start of play on the outside courts to 1 p.m. local time, but that was later pushed back to 2 p.m. instead. However, it wasn't until closer to 3 p.m. that the players eventually took to the court, as temperatures reached around 36 degrees Celsius. With the humidity hovering at close to 60%, Sabalenka has achieved a 6-3-6-2 win over Samsonova in a round of 16 at the Wuhan Open, with the WTA number 1 advancing to the quarterfinals of the competition. The Shanghai Masters has suffered a few blows so far this fortnight, with plenty of top players losing early or even retiring, as defending champion Jannik Sinner did in the third round. But Carlos Alcaraz didn't even make it to the starting line, as he withdrew ahead of the tournament, citing physical issues. The world number 1 is now back home, enjoying a brief break before he returns to the practice court, and he has used his time off to enter the Spanish Open Pro-Am golf tournament with none other than Jon Rahm. We're back to bring you coverage of this week's Shanghai Masters.